top 5 questions that I get asked all the time. What is a priority date? The priority date is the filing date of your actual green card application. There are 5 family categories and there are 5 employment categories. Depending on which category you fall under, you will have a different priority date because USCIS only allocates a certain number of visas per year per different category. So every month, the U.S. Department of State publishes what is called a visa bulletin. You will want to check this monthly visa bulletin to see if they're at the stage where they're processing your case. For example, my parent has filed an I-130 petition for me, but I'm married and I'm over 21 years old. So I fall into the family third category, married child of a U.S. citizen. I'll take a look at that visa bulletin website, and then I'm going to see, oh, the priority date there right now, for example, is January 15, 2001. So they're only working on those I-130 cases that were filed January 15, 2001. Today, it's 2009, so you're looking at about an 8-year wait before your priority date gets published on the visa bulletin. That's what a priority date is. What categories of family sponsorship are there for green cards? Well, there are 6 categories. The first is an immediate relative. This is if you are a spouse, minor child, or parent of a U.S. citizen. You get to file a green card right away if you fall under this category. There are 5 other categories, each of which has a different waiting period. The first, F1, is an unmarried child over 21 of a U.S. citizen. The second, F2, has 2 categories. F2A is a spouse or minor child of a green card holder. F2B is an unmarried child over 21 of a green card holder. F3 is a married child of a U.S. citizen, and F4 is a sibling of a U.S. citizen. Depending on which category you fall under, when your relative who's a U.S. citizen or green card holder files an I-130 petition for you, and that I-130 petition gets a receipt, that receipt will have a filing date. You will want to check that filing date as your priority date on the visa bulletin that is published every month. What if I entered the United States illegally, either by crossing the border or entering with a false document or passport? Can I still get a green card here in the United States? Unfortunately, the law as it stands currently states that you cannot get a green card in the United States if you have entered the U.S. illegally or without inspection under the means I just described. If you had entered legally with a visa, there are few opportunities to get your green card. However, if you fall under the illegal entry category, there's a law that's called the INA, Immigration and Nationality Act 245I, that said that before April 30, 2001, if somebody filed a petition for you, you might be able to get your green card now by paying a penalty of $1,000 plus additional filing fees. However, if you entered after April 30, 2001, and no other petition was filed for you by that date, you are not going to be allowed to get a green card the way the law stands right now. I recommend contacting your congressperson for immigration reform, and hopefully something similar to 245I will be passed to allow the numbers of people here in the U.S. to get their green cards lawfully. How can I check the status of my case online? If you have a receipt from USCIS, the uscis.gov website has a case status online search engine. So you can put your receipt number in the search engine, and they will tell you approximately at what stage your case is processing. They will also tell you what the standard processing times are for your type of petition. So you can check both what's going on with your case and also the approximate processing time of your case. If it seems to be outside the normal processing time published for your particular case, you may want to call the USCIS customer service number or come to me and I can help expedite processing of your case. What are the employment-based categories for green cards? Well, there are 5. The first is called a priority worker category. So this is a category if you have extraordinary skills. For example, if you just won the Nobel Prize, you could easily fall under this category and you can self-sponsor for a green card. The EB1 category also contains multinational executives. So for example, if you are an executive of a foreign company that has a branch in the US and you get sponsored for a visa for that company, you can also have the company immediately sponsor you for a green card. EB2 category is for somebody who has a master's degree or advanced degree or a bachelor's plus 5 years of work experience. EB3 category is a skilled worker category, meaning a minimum of 2 years of work experience up to a bachelor's degree level. The EB4 category is if you are a religious worker, such as a pastor, but this can also include choir conductors or directors. The EB5 category is employment creation. So if you've invested $1 million and are creating a company that hires at least 10 US workers, you can also self-sponsor for a green card.